Okay, welcome to the call. Welcome. It is Wednesday, February the 21st, 2024. Welcome to the call, everybody. And we're going to get started here. We're going to get into where we're at with the company and what's going on. We will not be on the call for a tremendous amount of time because I know you guys are all busy. At the same time, we're all busy. So I'm going to give you a quick update first. We'll address a couple of things. If any of you have any questions, feel free to ask them questions. What I'm going to do, allowing a few minutes for a couple of people to get on before I get into the shares discussion and show you a screen share, I'm going to address a couple of other things first of all to make sure everybody's there. If you have not got people on here who should be on here, guys, feel free to text them, ask them to join into the call. Whatever you need to do. The first thing out of my mouth, though, is going to be sorry. Okay, guys, I was supposed to do the Posi Cash training last night. I could sit here and tell you all kinds of stories. I could tell you that it rained all day, which it never does in Las Vegas, or it seems to this year. Or I could tell you I lost our internet, and I could tell you all kinds of stories. The fact is, I forgot. Maybe it's called a senior moment, but I completely forgot about it. I was on another conference call and I said goodbye to somebody. And as I said goodbye, I said, holy moly, I completely forgot about doing the Posi Cash training. So guys, that one's on me. I apologize. So we'll hopefully make it up to you. Right. Websites. Today's date is the 21st of February. I am David Cutler. I am the COO of Avazoo. And today is all about Avazoo and what we're doing and where you guys are going to soon be back to normal. So, guys, without a doubt, this has been a journey that, I would never want on my worst enemy. I'm just going to be honest. It's just been up and down, stressful, this, that, and everything else. I mean, it's amazing that we've been able to keep going, and only because of the positive things that we get from the negative things, we've been able to keep going, keep pushing. So I want to just make sure you guys understand that, you are a real, true core Avazoo individuals. We thank you so much. So websites, they're going to go down starting Thursday through Saturday. So to protect us, just in case there is some problems, we're going to say websites will go down from Thursday through to Monday morning. So that means this whole weekend, you may not see avazoo.com. And by the way, there's a little over 1,100 websites attached to our migration, 1,100. So it's not just one little thing, it's a huge migration from one to the other. And it's something that just had to be done. So today is, doing it now while we've been waiting for things is a better time to do it. So if you go to Avazoo or you go to the CRC and it's down for a day or it's down for 2 days, what I want you all to do is we will be monitoring Facebook and we will be updating you on the Facebook page. Unfortunately, we can't do it on the YouTube link because the YouTube link doesn't let us do postings. However, we're going to try, if we can get time, to put a link tree link in like we do have for Ripple. So we're going to try and see if we can get one of those put together so everybody knows what's going on. In the meantime, from here through next week, if there is any concerns, any questions, anything you want, including if there is an issue with help desk that you cannot get through. So try help desk first, but why that is propagating and coming over, there is a chance that we could miss if there's a ticket. We don't get a lot of tickets, which is a real good thing. But if there is an issue and it's important, let's stress the important. If it's important, go to Facebook, messages on Facebook, and we will follow up on Facebook to make sure you're covered. So again, from this Thursday, that's tomorrow, here in the US, to Saturday, but I want you to be prepared. It may go through till Monday. Websites, landing pages, logins to the CRCs may all completely go down. We obviously know there's no banners in the app, so you don't need to ask about that. We had to take out the banners of the app due to the fact it's the first server that we moved was our database server with images. And when the images server went over, they were configured in a wrong formation or a format that when it got to the new server, it wasn't able to do it. At the current time, we are trying to build some code that will turn around and hopefully take care of the problem. If it doesn't, next week's call will be asking you to go to your dashboard and asking you to upload a new profile picture. Now, the good thing is you're not going to get disqualified because you don't have it inside the app. Anybody new coming on, if they don't do it, then obviously they wouldn't get a qualified ticket. But we are aware who you are. We do have a picture as an individual picture. However, you may want to update it anyway. So next week we'll let you know if you want to go and update a new picture. No point in doing it today because all the migration is not completed. So, but that is a problem. If you look in your dashboard, you will see that your image or any images aren't working. That's why the images aren't on the banners, why you cannot post the banners, just so you know. Now, guys, I am not kidding when I say there's a ton of pages. You got to remember, we've been at this for years, and there are pages that are connected to pages that we have demonstrated for marketing to get statistical data going back 15 years. So all these pages have got to come across and be migrated. And again, this is not a little challenge. It's pretty hefty challenge. However, the positive news, the good news is, number one, the new payment credit card process, not only has it been installed, it's been approved. The code has been written for the gateway. The API is completed. We are processing credit cards in the old dashboard. So when that all fully migrates, that means the credit card processor will be open. We also know the weekly game and the monthly spin game, both have also been corrected on all their data and been signed off that we'll be ready to go. So guys, what that means is, when do we expect to go live? Okay, because the live triggers lots of things. The live triggers, number one, commission that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Number two, it's going to trigger the round robin you're going to find out about in a minute. And number three, what it's going to trigger is obviously ticket sales through our new system that is going to help tremendously. So guys, what we need to do first of all, before I get into that, they're the exciting parts, and I want to make sure there's enough people get on the call. I want to address the company shares first. So we're going to come back and talk about the round robin. We're going to talk about the commission, and we're going to talk about the new system on signing people up here in a few minutes. This call is only going to go for most probably another 15 minutes. So if you've got any questions, start jotting them down to make sure they're done. Now, I know we have a lot of people look later because it's a midweek call. So we understand that, but please make sure you share this call with individuals at your earliest convenience. It is extremely, extremely important. So the first thing what we're going to do is, you will see, and Justin, can you confirm with me that you can see our account here?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so guys, you obviously don't know about all the things going on, but you know about AppTech Gateway. You can see all the files that come across. You can see Avazoo. You can see the activity that we've got going in there. I mean, we're non-stop in here doing what we need to do, doing the new creations and everything. We're good. All the databases come across. So we're kind of really excited about that. Same as AppTech, we've got that all over. You be aware. I'm not sure if you know what that is. Aid Founders across as well. So we're in a great response here, what we're doing. So guys, just a quick glimpse. That's our new backend hosting DigitalOcean. That is obviously our cloud server and everything else what goes with it. Right, so let's talk about the shares. Okay, so I want to make this one really clear. I'm not here to embarrass anybody. So Daniel, please, I just randomly picked a person. And it just so happened, Daniel, you're a good looking man, so you popped up on here. We want to make really clear this point, and this is a recorded call, so we'll leave this call up for many, many years to come, decades, whatever you want to call it. The reason it's important is because if we don't address this on this share issue, what's going to happen is people are going to come back and say, oh, you give shares to so-and-so, and because you give shares to them, I'm entitled to some shares. This is what the legal opinion has come back to done. So what we're talking about right now, guys, is postings, okay? So in reference to our document, what it said in our document was very simple, that it had to have in the promotion. And again, I believe, Justin, you can verify you can see this, correct?
Yes.
Right. So the option 2 on the shares. Now, before I get to option 2, because it's getting important, okay, because we're very close to everything reopening. Okay. So to get into the 3-point system of the RRS, which was a promotional we done through the Magic game, you had to do certain things. This is in your email. Everybody has a copy of this. It's also posted in the CRC. But it said that you must sell at least one raffle ticket plus right there, fulfill any of the 3 followings. So, guys, this was all done, sent to you and everything to make sure you get into that point system. Okay, so please make sure don't try to qualify for it if you know for a fact you didn't sell a ticket or if you know for a fact you didn't do 3 of these. There is no changing on this at all. It's the way it is. Now, in reference to the company shares, okay, this is what we've done. This opportunity is available until midnight UTC time, January the 15th, 2024. Okay, this was shared to people, as you are aware, on our December, and it says it right here, our December the 23rd Saturday call. So from the 23rd through to the 15th is when the competition was for. And in that competition, it said a couple of things. You can go and read your own to make sure you've got it all. But one of the things it says, you must post at least 60 characters. Okay, you must post at least 60 characters. It also says you cannot duplicate your postings and they must be at least 10 minutes apart. Therefore, again, I randomly picked somebody so you could see them. Okay, these aren't 60 characters. Now, I know this is 5 days ago, so I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, and I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to see a little bit of a longer text. Congratulations. Good evening to you, Daniel. I just wanted to remind you on what's going on. Dave mentioned some critical points on Saturday's call. What I can tell you is when you post on the CRC, you should post 10 minutes apart and it should have a minimum of 60 characters. So not only did I mention it, but it was in one of this individual's postings. So that does not count. You don't get a share for it. That does not get shown. Plus, this is a cut and paste. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, my friends. Okay, we don't do that. We don't, it has to be 60 characters or more. So that one would have worked 60 characters or more. However, here is the problem. You must do 3 postings in a day. The first 3 postings didn't count, okay, because you're getting your 10 free entries. So if you've done 3 postings and you didn't do a 4th one, you didn't get a share. Okay, but you can see what the problem is. Even if he'd done his 3 postings, they do not have 60 characters. And there are multiple people that are through this. So, guys, you're going to get what we are going to give you. And if you have any disputes, which some of you have already done, I would say to you all, be thankful. You have a blessing that you have been given. Some people will receive just 25 entries because they participated, and other people that didn't oblige to, not entries, 25 shares. That's right now at $95. That's worth about $2,500. After the first raffle, they predict that'll be $10,000, which means that's $250,000. Guys, if we just went out and give it to, say, Daniel, because Daniel's not getting anything, unfortunately, because he didn't do 60 characters or more. You can all see that. If we give this to Daniel or some of the other people on the form, what it would mean is everybody out there in Avazoo could come back and say, hey, I'm entitled to it as well. So we cannot give it to you, Daniel, even though you did go in here and you posted, it looks like 2 months ago, good evening. They're not 60 characters in length. And the one what is what somebody's responding to you to remind you, apart from this one, which is where you talked about New Year's Eve, etc. So, guys, please understand, we're not trying to be awkward. We're trying to protect all of you as well as all of us, and as well of the company. So the shares documents, what we've done, we have broken it down, and I'm not going to go into all this, but it is all completed, and it will given you your given shares. So again, I'm not going to let everybody see what them shares are in here right now, because I don't think that's right to do that. So the way it's going to work is very simple. Okay, we are going to do this. There is the 25 shares. Oh, there is 25 shares that's going to be given for people that have attempted to show that they can do it. Then after that, there was a period of 24 days in the share offer, of which there was 3 postings each day that come to 72 postings. So you had to do 72 postings. Now, the question is, did you do them each day, or did you take 5 days off and then just one day went and post? So we've gone through this the best of our ability we can do. And then after that, this is how it works. If you got, say, for example, 52 shares out of one particular person we know he did, we're going to round that up to 100 shares. Then if you got 101 share that we know you did, we're going to round that up to 250 shares. So if you got 160, you're going to get 250. You're welcome. You are welcome, because you deserve it. You have believed. These are all shares coming from my personal shares from the company I am giving to you. So in other words, if you got 128, I think was the number, and you removed off the 72 because you had 3 postings, you had approximately 50, whatever the number was, 54, 56. You're going to get 100 shares, okay? If you got 101 postings after the deductions of the 3 postings each day, or 100 all the way through to 249, you would get 250 shares. If you've done 251 or more, you get 500 shares up to the 500. If you have gone 501 up to 749, you would get 750 shares. If you go 751 up to 1,000, you will get 1,000 shares. So guys, that is where it is. Now, for individuals that have absolutely gone out and beyond and up and beyond and posted on their social sites, not just CRC postings, but postings gone up and beyond, and they didn't duplicate texts from websites, they didn't duplicate texts from books, they didn't repeat them, okay, you will get an additional 500 shares. Okay, so guys, you're welcome, as I said before. So you could get 1,500 shares, and then 1,500 shares at a value of right now $94 a share. It's not a bad payday for what you've done. But after the first raffle, that payday becomes an awful lot better, because they do anticipate it'll go to $1,000 share, which means $150,000. So guys, we will be starting to issue the paperwork. It is called a stock certificate. Okay, it's a share offering that is going to be signed and executed individually by you, by us. Okay, so the first thing what's going to happen is the form will come out to you, and when the form comes out to you, you will read it. If you have any opinions, you want to go to an attorney, you want a legal person to read it to you, whatever it is you may want to do, you're obviously entitled to do that. But once you are happy, you then will sign that document, and you will send it back. You will sign it and date it, and you will send it back to us as a scanned document. It then will be then signed and sealed, and it will be sent back to you. Okay, it's a very simple document. It is not an in-depth document, and I'm going to show you it all now so you're aware exactly what it is. I will not go through the whole process, because I'm not going to read it all out to each one of you line by line, because it would take a lot too long. But you're going to see exactly how it is put together for you on this call, which I'm just trying to reopen that call right now. Present, share, That's funny. Share. Never mind. I got that. You didn't. Okay. And so it will say draft across it. I will remove the draft as it's sent because it's come from the attorneys and it is a legal binding document of where it is. We're under this day, blah, 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 between whatever party it's going to be and their jurisdiction. And it will be filled in, as you can see, at the $1 and the amount on and on before the date. Okay, so guys, when you get this coming to you, you can take it to a legal attorney. You can have them suggest if you wanted something changed. We're very open-minded when it comes to contracts. We don't want to mislead that to anybody at all. It'll have your name or your trust on it, and it'll be sold by me to you. It is a legal binding document. You're entitled to my shares of Avazoo. Okay, so that is it, guys. In reference to the shares, this will not be brought up again. It will all be done individually on a one-on-one basis, meaning if you've got some questions, it'll be approached individually. As of the company, it is now officially closed. It is officially closed. It will not be brought up again. There are shares that you may have earned for other promotions or maybe because of the marathon. They will be added to the same document if you're entitled to them. So you might see 300 plus 3,000 or whatever it is. It'll be one complete document for you. So it makes it less paperwork for everybody. And that will be completely done to you. Now, remember, guys, I don't want you coming back to me and say, well, I think I'm entitled to the 500 extra shares because I joined the Saturday calls. I'm going to make a very good offering suggestion from my heart, from the love of the Lord to you right now. Take the offer you get, because if you dispute it, you will have a full audit done on your complete account. And right now we have the percentage of people that aren't posting to get them free entries is going to void it. Next week or the week after, when the site goes live again, it's going to be signed off that everybody has true and accurate free entries. And from that day onwards, the count comes. So guys, don't look. Unfortunately, we have certain people in certain countries that they get greedy. If you get greedy on this, you just saw what I just said. I'm taking somebody that's got 101 shares and giving them 250 or 250 to 500. I am trying to show how I'm trying to bless you. Do not push the envelope, as they say, because your whole entry account will be looked at. And we have found even people that we didn't think would do it. We have found that people have removed postings, privately posted on a different page than they put up, etc., etc. Don't do it, please, guys. I'm begging you not to do it, because it will disqualify you for everything. All right, end of story with the shares. If you have any questions on the shares or anything, you can cover it on today's call. Okay, so write them down and we will cover them if you need to. Now, we're going to move on to some good glory stuff, okay? So we're expecting to reopen Avazoo sometime around the second week of March, okay? That's what we're expecting. We think it's going to take another week to get everything propagated throughout the world. And once it's propagated out the world, we're then going to be doing some testing. Once we know that we're in good shape, we are going to give individuals who feel that they are very, very on board with what we're doing, they believe in the vision, we're going to give you a brand new company that you are able to go and sign up to. That company has been hired by Avazoo as a marketing company. Now, I told you this gets tricky, okay, because we have to abide by every jurisdiction around the world. It's not just one jurisdiction, it's around the world. We have to be careful. So the only way we can pay commission on such thing as a raffle ticket is by having a marketing advertisement company. That marketing advertisement company will be introduced to you that once we know everything is correct. You will have the opportunity then to go and join that company and sign up for it. Then every ticket that then is sold from that company's advertising / marketing / affiliate program. In other words, you guys, 20% of the ticket sale will go into that company, and then that company will divide out that commission through its normal channels. It will even have levels that people under you will sell a ticket and you will be able to get it, but it will not be directly to Avazoo, so you're aware. But there will be 20% that will be allocated for commission for those of you who say, hey man, what, I've got a store, I can get 20% on that ticket, $100, I get $20. Yes, so it's going to get excited. Number one. Number two, okay, they're round robin. Once we are good to go in March, we are going to reopen that round robin for a period of 30 days minimum and possibly up to 90 days. Now, if when we reopen, you have sold a ticket from December 31st of last year, to the day we go live, you will automatically be added to the round robin. If you did not sell a ticket, every 30 days, as long as you sell one ticket, you'll be added to the round robin. Now, how important is that? Let me think about it. An orphan being assigned to you through the new commission program, that means now $20 or 20% rather is going to drop to the new marketing company. If you miss out on this, it's your problem, not mine. I'm not going to babysit you. You're all wonderful adult people. If you can't see it, then you're blind. That's all I can say. And I don't mean that, no pun intended to anybody. I don't want to call anybody blind. But guys, when the round robin opens, we have a new marketing program that we are marketing ticket sales through a non-profit organization. That means there are people going to be dropping in to the round robin. You will need to not only qualify to be in there, but you will need a ticket sale each month to qualify. Guys, we're not giving any more freebies out to anybody, no more handouts. You want to be part of it? Great. Make commission. If you just want to be part of it and you've had your ticket, fantastic. You're all locked in. You don't have to worry. But if you don't walk up to the water, you're not going to get the opportunity to drink with us. That's really what it comes down to. Now, we've done a lot of work on this. I've done a lot of work on this the last 3 months to get something attractive. This is very, very attractive. It's commission. It's round robin. And on top of that, we have a non-profit organization that's going to go out and market, bringing us tickets, sales. They will be orphans, and they will fall into the round robin, which generates 20% commission. So guys, like I say, I don't mind losing battles. I've lost a lot of battles in my life, but this war is not over, and I plan to win the war. The raffle will take place. We will do it, and we'll continue to do it. But we've had some ups and downs. So, guys, if you're on board, start preparing, because it's going to get exciting. Now, I will open up for any questions if we have any. If not, I will address one last thing when we close here with Ripple. So you know, because Paul and I discussed it, and he wanted me to share it with you. But let's keep questions right now to Avazoo. Justin, do we have any questions from anybody?
Yes. At this time, we have one question from Norman. He says, can you send it through a form that allows us to digitally sign it?
No, you mean on the share certificate? No, it actually has to be signed, witnessed, and notarized, or bank notarized. So no, this is a share certificate, Norman. So no, you're going to have print it. You're going to take it to an official store, or have somebody come to your house, and you're going to have to get it signed and executed. It has to be done that way, just in case something happens down the road. And then it has to come back. It's got to be filed, and it's got to be sent off to the government to make sure they have it, because you're an official shareholder. So no, it's got to be done by the book. Any other questions?
Nope, that's it for this time.
All right, guys. So I hope you like what we've done. I mean, I'm trying to keep these calls on Wednesdays direction pointed, so it's bang, 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 and it's done. You see that I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you. I pray for you every week, and I thank you for the prayers I get from all you guys. But we are very focused, or I am, and some other people are very focused on Avazoo and re-rolling back out. Now, let me quickly address a couple of things that we're doing with Ripple. There are some issues going on with Ripple on the coding that we need to address. We're going to be reaching out to about a dozen people next week and ask you if you can start doing some testing for us. This will be really good and healthy for you because you'll be able to go. We don't want to open it up to 20, whatever the number was, 2,800 people and 4,300 people that sign up. We don't want to open it up to everybody. And then we have a problem on the auction site and nobody doesn't get the product because it didn't show up. That would just create more problems for us. So what's going to happen is we're going to reach out to you next week, not this week, next week, and we're going to ask approximately 12 people to come in and be our testers. Okay, you will go in, you will be able to get points, and you will be able to bid in the auction. And if you win the bid, you'll be able to get the prize. Okay, so just we wanted to mention that to you. What I means by if you don't have points because you didn't sign up anybody, you will not get an invitation next week because you have no points to go on the auction site. So you know whether you signed up people or not. I can't tell you. It's 5 points for each sign up. So, and the magic game will be open for additional people to get points. So guys, be on Saturday's call so you'll find out more about that. Plus some new management team that's coming on board with Ripple, and plus a couple of new advertisers that's already started. So guys, that's about it. I want to thank all of you for your hard work. More important, your longevity, you believing in the product, believing in what we're doing. We thank you. Again, please remember the sites will go down. Use Facebook. It cannot not go down, and sometimes it can propagate in literally minutes, and other times it can take the full 3 days. Nobody seems to know why that happens, but it just does. I've seen in situations where we've had servers in Philadelphia, and when we've propagated and migrated everything, I've seen them servers be the last ones that come up, and across the world in a third world country, it's live in 30 minutes. So guys, there is no answer of when it is. It's going to start Thursday. It will be down for 3 days. However, be prepared an extra couple of days just in case there's any issues. So if you can't get to the CRC or you can't do anything, please visit Facebook so you can go into Facebook and you'll be able to get any updates, because possibly even the help desk may not work in a particular situation. So if you don't get a response from help desk, go to Facebook and just hit us up on there. Again, only priorities, guys. If not, be on next Wednesday's call so you get more updates on what's going on. Apart from that, love and blessings to each of you and your family members. And I will see you all next Wednesday or this upcoming Saturday on a Ripple call. Oh, and tomorrow there will be a training. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. training for Ripple. Thanks, guys. Take care. Thank you, Justin. God bless to all of you.